Here we go again. Buckle up.
You are listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
All right. Continuing on here. I got back on the road. So I have information. It's trying to kill me too. That I saw into Tarrenton, I guess on that. Okay. They got a weird sexual thing going on here, but it's not only them. I'm cursed to be a pedophile by these lunatics in government and the private sector PIs, that's their scam. Now, I don't think that's the only part of what's happening here. I think there's something wrong with Tarrenton.
Go past this light and take your next left onto Tawny Run Road.
Well, I'm not supposed to be a kid or see a kid. Again, I'm not a kid. And a kid's not supposed to see me the way I saw it happening. And she looked a little confused. So I don't know if she's mature enough to know what she's feeling or something like that. And she was feeling something. It was weird. Very weird. So long story short, you need to heal Tarrenton. I healed the young lady. I healed myself, which I do routinely. Well, I think Tarrenton needs to be healed. I don't know what kind of cases you got going on down here, if it's if you have any child sex cases, but it's open. So if I were a pedophile, I would see her distracted and maybe even stalk the family. I know she saw something. It was weird. I had to pass by him twice to get to the bathroom. Now, the weird part is Hashem didn't have me go to the bathroom. He had me leave, drive to Lowe's, and then come back. So he wanted me to see it. I'm sure of it. So, and they come back out. So there's also a metaphysical projection, or actually metaphysical protection from the projection. So Tarrenton needs that protection. Like a lot of people, I try to explain how you're supposed to pray, because a lot of people, they pray to catch the pedophile, which means there has to be a pedophile to catch. You're not healing pedophilia. So that was weird. She looked a little mature for her age, but again, so do a lot of young people. What I believed was her age. You know, the Fraser Township Maintenance Building here. Oh, Fraser Township Volunteer Fire Department. So I know Hashem wanted me to see that the way it all unfolded. I actually said something when I came out in hopes that, you know, Hashem had me say it about healing. So I act like I'm on my phone speaking to somebody how you heal people. Well, hopefully she can wake up to that. I know she heard me because she was dead on me looking at me. If she was my age, I'm like, oh, this woman likes me. So I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, we're like a difference. girl that I was leaving and I glanced over, she's still looking at me like, what? You never know in the world. So hopefully everything comes around or maybe she's next to you. See, the problem is I have to be places so I can explain this stuff to people so they can wait a minute and they can start looking at their kid. My kid, I see something, my kid, I see this person over here. There's nothing criminal going on. But if you notice that adults are noticing your child, you have to heal that. Right? Because they're supposed to be hidden from adults. Except for somebody immediate family. Because seeing is seeing. It's not just, oh, that person's over there. Because she was obviously seeing me. So she's probably waking up or have the whole dress thing that she's got going on. She's probably already awake. Yeah, she dressed a little bit. I'm my kids a long time ago, so. And I'm not. You don't have to, wear a dress down to your ankles or anything. I'm not saying that, but so Tarrenton definitely have sufficient protection from pedophilia. No, I don't know how that translates into your community. And right, the thing in her head could be saying, who knows what it was saying to her, right, if she was hearing something. Something was up. Now, again, the other thing comes up is, are they on drugs? Probably one pill or something. So again, people don't know I got drugs. You're 12 years old. But it was as long as I've been awake, it's an inappropriate inappropriate connection. Right? So you have to block those connections. So you can just heal it. Just keep healing it. So right. So instead of just, we hope the pedophiles get caught, you say, we heal pedophilia. We protect the children so they're, a lot of times the relationship's almost, again, a lot of times the pedophile age, but sometimes it's kind of like a buddy type of thing, and she might even have, and he might even have feelings for the person. So again, disconnection is the only answer. But I was surprised to find out that the system would present young people with infants. And most people won't talk about it, either paranoid or they are pedophile. So Tarrenton needs to be healed. So again, if I was somewhere, I could just go to the churches and talk to them about it. They could figure it out themselves from there, from that point on. No, the people that curse me are the people that want to arrest pedophiles. They don't want to heal pedophilia. So they actually increase pedophilia. And the famous heroes. There's all science to it, a metaphysical science. Now, it does involve psychology and physical things. There's a lot of parks over here.
stop sign, turn right. At the stop
I'll
sign, turn right
I'll
onto
look up
Valley
Tarleton
Road.
and see what's going on there as far. I think this is the turn I missed. Maybe not. No, I didn't go through here. I'll look at the crime. Right. Take a look what they got going on in that area. Again, it doesn't. So again, if you have a community that's mapping minor attracted person, there's a chance you can't find the pedophiles. Now, we don't want to find the pedophiles after the fact. We want them to be healed. And again, we want them to take care of themselves so they understand it. Again, the whole thing is that, we're behind the times on metaphysics because everybody kills the healer. Again, the whole thing in Luke 10 about the 70 and all that, it's actually 72. Somehow it got shifted to the 70. Because it's Sonic, it's 36 and 36. So again, Jesus knew some places would kill the healer, or attempt to at least. So his instruction is go bonsai on them. Tell them they're going to hell in 50 different ways. No clue what was going through. Don't think I saw it anywhere else there, which means she's actually somewhat cursed to have it happen. Now, it may have nothing to do with her. It could be her family. Her family could be hated by a certain group of people, especially if you get around somebody that's really wealthy. There's obviously wealthy people around that area. I saw some pretty heavy duty vehicles, Range Rover, like absolutely brand new Range Rover. So one of those people put the kibosh on you then. Believe it or not, I mean, young kids will call the other student a slut with inference. But it's a spell and a possession of the mind. And next thing you know, over a period of time, gossip, oh, she's a slut. And she could just be a church kid, like a real good church, not the average church. And then it happens. She gets raped. Or goes nuts and becomes sexualized. But this is the real world. The rest doesn't exist.
Right. At the stop sign, turn right onto Saxonburg Boulevard.
They make chicken in here. It's called Popeyes. I don't even think it's open, isn't it? Oh yeah, somebody's got an antique pickup truck out in there. Colemanville. Hot rod pickup truck. Oh my God. Farm implement or something in front of me. Oh, He's telling me to go pay. I'll do it. That's what he said. Wave. Oh, where's the buggy, man? Even slower. Yeah, I think we'll get, boy, it's nice back there. Got good energy back here. A little curvy, but oh wow, it's nice back there. Hill cabinets. It's a nice little house. Oh, so it's like they're cursed. They don't even know what the health is about. Like horseradish, it takes care of them for about a year. That's them. When you get older, you don't want to do tobacco salts and stuff. It's hard on like your kidneys and liver and all that. So that's what I used to use. I used to use Tabasco sauce. clear my make an Asian soup and put clear. Get my hearing going. You see my diet. And then their curse will do that. They don't have to even specify it. They do at times because they just curse you and that's it. Oh, because I curse them, that's bullshit. That's why Hashem had me spend, or at least agreed to it. He wanted me to curse him from the beginning. I suggested we heal, and Hashem said okay. I spent about just 10 years. Yeah, I still heal people, but just solely healing them. That's longer than Jesus did. He only turned the cheek for a year. You got to put it in perspective. Who knows what the Chiefs would have been like after that year? We already overturned the temple. I mean, the hardness of it being actually the church, being the deep state, that's disgusting. That's hard. And of course, everything. Apparently, when I started this, I was asleep. Like, funny. I mean, woo. Back in here. Guys, we're gonna come up on 228. I think I went this far before. I think, is this Clinton?
At the next light, turn left.
It's kind of familiar. Still says that. Yeah, I've been here.
At the light, turn left onto Pennsylvania 228 West.
I think Bayer's around here somewhere. Bayer factory, I guess, a warehouse. There's Bayer there, though. Yeah, it's not nice out on these main, bigger roads, even though it's kind of a well traveled road. So they were saying a certain product was out of stock and somebody hacked it. One out of stock. I'm sure it's at the other ones also. I think they were trying to get me to drive the cranberry so they could, pull some bullshit psychology out of their back pocket. Mm. Oh. to my projects. I had to drop off a couple returns for Amazon, so I went and did my shopping because I can't order it in. Gas wise, it's really about the same as ordering it in. I already have the membership. Then I get to give somebody a nice tip, and kind of like a charity thing. Check Africa and see how it's doing. But when the Ebola's over, you still got to strategize things that they can't steal. So you have to build warehouses that they can't break into. Now, of course, there is a question, but you have the cameras going to somebody at the UN or something, or at the what's that thing called at the WHO. So as soon as it looks like somebody's, because they shouldn't be able to access any of it unless WHO authorizes the access. So you have all your stuff stored up for
At the next light, turn right.
the next outbreak if it occurs. Because I mean, those tents. I mean, come on. It's like Civil War era tent. You're gonna
At the
fight
light, turn right onto
Ebola with
State
that.
Highway North.
Create systems where the air is filtered and all that. But again, you have to monitor the equipment because they'll just sell it to figure all that out. Yeah, the people that we should have running the United States can't even stop them from stealing the medical equipment for Ebola outbreaks. And then she's lived a rich person's life, president of Turkey's daughter, on top of all that. Like she'll tell me I'm an evil white man. Like she's lived a better life than me already. Isn't she evil? That's what that congressman from Florida is doing. Doesn't that make you evil because you're rich? No, I'm not white. See, I got answers for everything. Isn't that funny how that works? When they're rich, they're not evil. But we're not as rich as Elon. Elon's one freaking person. I have nothing to do with Elon. Elon has nothing to do with me.
Turn left onto Cayman Drive.
Probably owes
Turn
me,
left
but
onto Trieste Street.
I don't think anyone lives in this one house. I might be wrong. I thought maybe it was like a summer house. They live in Florida and they come up here. But I don't think anybody lives there. Unless it's like a shut in and they just stop by to give the person food or something. Stay peaceful. Praise God in all that you do. Praise God.